I always loved watching the boats come in and out. Never did get around to expanding the fishing exhibit, did I? You remember coming down here with me?
I'd have liked it better if you'd have let me swim.
I love your confidence, Sparky. But you always thought yourself a bigger dog than you actually were.
Oh. Lots more boats than there used to be, though, aren't there?
Certainly are. Shelmerston got busy. Though this is busier than even I remember. Say, how long have we been doing this search?
Oh, I don't know, Morris. Once you're dead, time seems to be a bit less important.
Does it? Oh, I don't know. I suppose it seems a bit galling that time and everything else keeps moving even though I've stopped. Makes a man feel unimportant.
Oh, you're not unimportant, Morris. You're saving the island. And to do that, we better go find some people who remember Samfire.
Yes, Sam surely understands the feeling of watching everything change. Fishfolk live for, what, 200 years? That's no small amount of change.
Not volcano change, though, Morris. And that's what we need to avoid. Off we go!
So we're looking for a fish person? Hey guys, welcome back to I Am Dead. Let's go ahead and hop right in. That volcano's going to blow soon, so we better, not waste any time. Samfire. Oh my gosh, 1904 to 2010? Snap! One of the fish folk, Sam, was one of the first of their kind to fully integrate with the ways of the land, taking a position of responsibility as Shelmerston's harbor controller. Sam played an important part in helping the island to retain its own identity in the face of industrialization and tourism. They were an integral member of the Save the Morlo movement. I wonder what Morlo is. Alright. Somebody right here. Gruffman Super Goose. Cornelia Kitcher chartered this luxury seaplane to fly her and her artist friends to Shelmerston for the Sculpture Park opening in Outram Hall. Oh, so that's the what's that? But how do we... I guess we have to click on the plane. Okay. This is Gurk. Gurk knows there is toast on this plane. He just knows it. Oh, beard. And his face. Wild fish person.
I swim with a pod south of the Fire Isles. I believe the dry-siders call the larger one Shelmerston. It's where the ceremony happens for the dry-sider who stopped the world from cracking. That's where I first heard talk of toast and where I met the friend called Samfire.
Toast?
I did not believe it at first. A food which snaps so dry. Then one morning at sunup, I followed the ship and caught a blackened slice as it arced into the water. This was the start of my lifelong love of toast. I saw Samfire on the dry side and came up out of the sea to ask them for toast. They asked me to put on some pants, but I refused to denigrate myself with dry-side fabric. No matter, I had brought some shiny coins with me that I found on the seabed and secreted in my swimming falls.
Okay.
Sam took me to their parents' toast shack, but they refused to serve me without clothes. They also told me that my shiny coins were unsuitable, too old. So Sam lent me some trousers, and I swept the toast shack in return for crispy slices. Sam taught me some of the ways of the dry-siders, but to be honest, I'm only interested in the toast. I never wanted to eat anything else. Sam understood this. I spend my nights swimming through the black waters of the deepest ocean trenches. By day, I come up onto quayside and fill up on finest crusted seedy bloomer, almost black, no butter.
Wow.
Oh, I could really go for a nice piece of toast right now. But, yeah, with butter.
And not black, please. That's a little too toasted for my taste. Alright. Now, he says that there's toast on here. We need the toast. I don't think it'll be there. Where's the kitchen? Here? These guys are hanging out over here? I didn't know that they knew each other. Toast? Oh look. It's really cute. Oh, I love the little detail. That's so cool. There's no toast there. Sweets? Sweets for the flight home. What is their toaster doing in here? Toast.
It's a shame, but it doesn't seem like there's a whole lot of toast on this side.
Nothing you need to eat when you're dead, right? Alrighty.
I'm getting the scent of Grenkins again, Morris. I'll pop up to let you know when we're close to one.
I'm so sorry, Sparky, but I have not... Oh, these guys are back. Okay. So we haven't read the second paragraph yet. Doug and Angie are now torn between staying on Shelmiston to see how the geological situation develops over the next few days and jumping on the ferry home immediately to get off this island as quickly as possible. Yeah, look at her face. She's like, It is a memory. The Maisie Louise, a modern trawler with refrigerated hold. Maisie Louise is registered in Shelmiston, hence SH number. Oh, huh. She is actually Shelmiston's biggest fishing boat. This is quite small as well. Well, I guess it is a small island, right? Now, oh, the hold. The hold of the Maisie Louise can contain up to 10 tons. That's 250,000 fish fingers? Oh my gosh, now I want to eat fish fingers. Winkle Bob. A fisherman since he left school, like his dad before him, Bob has been fishing the waters around Shelmiston for over 40 years? Damn. Alright, let's see what you have to say about him.
When I was a kid, I hated the annual Morlow call. I was kept away and found excuses not to be there. Then, age 10, my dad marched me down to the beach with other men and put a knife in my hand. It was the worst day of my life. I saw Morlow slit from jaw to belly, more blood than you could imagine. I didn't sleep for months after.
Oh my gosh. So they were like well, not manatees, but like seals? Like, they look bigger than seals. They kind of look like walruses. I'm gonna have to look them up later to see if it's an actual thing, but my gosh.
But you grow up, don't you? I never felt it right that we was killing Morlows, but what could I do about it? I was just a fisherman. One day I see Samfire, the new harbour officer, handing out leaflets on the quayside. Stop that, Col.
Yeah, that's so
I
sad.
went along to that first meeting at the campsite. Greg Litherland was one of the other organisers. It was beautiful. So much hope around that campfire. When I spoke about the pain of the Morlow, it really felt like the young uns were listening. Me, Sam and Greg held regular events to raise funds for badges and patches. I was proud to wear mine on me best Gansey.
What is a Gansey? Sweater, maybe? Wow.
There was quite a rift between us and the old guard. They felt the ban was an attack on our ways. Sam and me took a load of the fishermen out for a beer, and Sam made them listen. They really respected Sam. We got most of them on our side that way.
Wow.
By 87, we finally felt like we had enough support to push for change. So the week before the Morlow showed up, we organised a mass dying on the beach. There were loads of us lying down on that sand, islanders, fishermen, fishfolk all together. And the press showed up, and the mainland TV, and for the first time in 500 years, we stopped that cull.
500 years? Damn.
I'm so glad we don't do that cull anymore. I was proud of Sam and that lot when they finally made the old uns see sense. And, well, I did my part. Held a lot of those early meetings at the museum we did.
Wow. Okay, so we're looking for the badge. Oh, it's gonna be so small. Shall we look in the cabin first? I'm looking at the little thingies in there. That's so cool. Breakfast? Burgers. Dinner. Oh. This is breakfast. It's already gone. There's a pickle and an onion. Oh my gosh, now I'm getting hungry. Oh. So breakfast, lunch, and dinner. I think it's all burgers. Chips. Oh, I will take chips too. I'll take any food, please. I will take any food. Oh boy, there's a lot going on here. Okay, well I guess we just gotta get started, right? Let's start with the toilet. Oh, thank God we can't. Oh, thank goodness. We can't see anything in the toilet. Okay, fridge. Oh, we can go individually. Okay. Nothing in oven. Condiment cupboard. Mustard and ketchup. Pizza box. Ham and mushroom. They got a lot of food in here. Hold on. Can we? It's so cute. Wee Rebs Stag Do. Cute. Oh, look at the radio. It's so cool. Oh. Sideways? Yeah. This is the first one I've gotten in a long time. I wonder what getting all of them does. Maybe I'll go back. Now we gotta find the lockers. It might be in the lockers. Bananas. Wink Bob's backpack. Probably in the backpack. Is it this one? Yeah.
Oh, I love Morlows. Such gentle creatures.
Are they manatees? I'm gonna have to look that up later. It's got a lot of patches though. Every night before bed, but... Alright, let's keep going. Zoom out, zoom out, zoom out. Okay, we can't go any further that way. Oh, sea barge. Looks like we might have to head there next. Oh, here. There's one. We need 3 more. The Scourge of Sailmarston, Maine, sailing the high seas in search of ships to board and treasure to plunder. And I like how they have the puppy. Oh, Jessica should probably be facing the water so she could keep a better eye on the kids, but she's a bit tired of having nonsense shouted at her by tiny pirates. And if one of them happens to fall in, well, they're better swimmers than she is anyway. That's funny. Wake up? Oh, because of the thing. Are they leaving? Yeah. Darren Tuppen. Poor Darren, he's completely correct about the impending danger, but if it somehow works out, he'll forever be known as that guy who totally overreacted and thought the volcano was about to erupt just when it was smoking a bit. Oh man, that's a tough place to be on our way home from a lovely holiday. Sally isn't that concerned about the volcano, but she's going to stay with her sister on the mainland just in case. Going to spend most of the ferry crossing deleting photos. Wilma does not like the sound of the volcano at all. It's not supposed to be making those noises, and he's getting on that ferry as soon as the gangway comes down. I honestly don't blame him. Okay. A couple of tourists. The Queen of the Isles. In 2006, the Phuket People's Government signed a deal with CDF Corporation to make Chelmerston's harbor suitable for larger vessels, building a new harbor arm, and dredging the southern bay. They also part-funded Queen of the Isles, connecting Chelmerston to the mainland with a weekly ferry service. That's nice. Okay, let's go back to this guy. Perseverance, a small traditional wooden fishing boat. Only the hard work and dedication of the crew allows her to compete with the large trawlers. The Perseverance has an RX number. This tells us she's registered to Rye Harbor on the mainland, probably for accounting reasons. Huh. I don't... Where is that? It's probably this way, I think. Oh. Okay, hang on. Alright. Let's talk to Lance Dunstan first. He is a fisherman.
By the time Sam started as the harbour controller in '79, the fishing industry in Chelmsford was on its arse. No way to compete with those factory trawlers from the mainland, was there? Couldn't moor those things anywhere near the island, even if we had them. Of course we were all smuggling, stands to reason, done it? There was no money. All those old fishing sheds on the quay, the ones the tourists like, were falling down. Old place looked, pardon me, like a tip. There was a lot of trouble at first. Sam trying to stick by the rules and catch us out any way they could, and us trying any which way to give her the runabout. Wasn't easy, mind you. She was smart, that Sam. You never knew when they were going to pop her head out of the water beside your tub. And to be fair to Sam, some of them smuggling boys were bad uns. Worse stuff than booze on some of them boats, and that's the truth. Probably no bad thing Sam put a stop to it. But in time, Sam started to see how things were, how we do things, and we came to an understanding of sorts. If Sam turned a blind eye to a bit of the decent stuff, the harmless stuff, then we'd report the worst of it. I mean, we all want to keep the seas safe, stands to reason. Plus, Sam was partial to a bottle or two of the sheep shank on occasion. Oh yeah. Sam was sharp as a gutting knife. They made us hand over some of the, shall we say, dividends to fix up the quay. All them sheds and that. Make them into something we'd be proud of. Turn things around for Chelmsford, that did. Now we get more of those tourists since the big ferry started. And they love a day out on a boat. Ken takes them all out, he does.
They look so cute.
At the same time, Sam organised a kind of work-sharing thing with the fish folk. Got some of them to swim along with the fishing boats, help them locate the biggest shoals. Gave those big trawlers with all their fancy radar gear a run for their money. We'll never be big players in the fishing down here. But thanks to Sam, we hold our own. Bless him.
Oh, it's a shame that Sam is no longer there.
I reckon I still have a bottle or two of sheep shank stashed away at the museum. Don't suppose anyone will ever drink them now.
Contraband? Okay, so contrary to outside appearances, this boat isn't exactly an above-board fishing vessel. In fact, I make smuggling trips to the mainland every month or so, carrying a cargo of sheepshank, the bootleg whiskey distilled on Shelmerston, and bringing back whatever the locals are keen to get their hands on. Secret compartment. It's a two-way operation. Okay, hang on. We need to find a bottle of alcohol. So maybe one of these? Bottle of spirits. Commemorative sheepshank box. Is it this? Oh. No, we can't get into this. Oh. I mean, we can. Special reserve. A final tipple for Sam.
Ah, a different kind of spirit to the ones we've been looking for.
That was easy enough. What's that? Nathan Phillips? Smuggler. I forgot about what it said about Lance Dunstan. He's pretty sure this ruse with the fish is gonna work with a treat? I guess that's slang, right? I'm pretty dumb, guys. Okay, let's go here. That looks like this. This looks like that. Someone with memories here. As a diver who can work without cumbersome equipment, Coral is an invaluable member of the sea-deaf concreter crew. After a morning on the seabed ensuring that the concrete armor units are properly seated, they are now enjoying a well-earned lunch. Nice. So cute with that little face. It was the 6th summer after I spawned that I went to my first Aggie's Day ceremony. You know Aggie, the dry-sider who saved the world from cracking in two? We don't go on land until 6. It's all swimming, wafting around. Standing up is hard at first. The weight distribution. Anyway, I went dry-side for the ceremony, and that was where I first met Sam. It was so loud and hot out there. All that shell blowing. I was bored and my body felt dry and heavy. I was too young, really. There were souvenir stalls selling bracelets with little stones of polished lava. I wanted one so bad I would not shut up about it. Sam saw I was fed up. They took me to the beach, away to the dunes, and Sam gave me a little polished stone of my own to play with. Had a heart of gold, they did. It wasn't until years later that I found out that it was a tiny replica of the one Aggie died on. We became good friends. Sam helped a lot. They were always on my side. My pod, we were quite traditional, didn't like us working with the dry-siders, but Sam talked me into going for the job as a diver on the new harbor. If it wasn't for them, I don't think I'd have tried. That stone was my lucky charm. I took it with me when I went for the interview, and I took it down with me when I went on my first dive. I had a pocket made specially in my tool belt. Sam took me under their fin, invited me out to the Camel, and let me stay with them in Blythe on the ferry if it was a late one. And there were plenty of late ones. Karaoke nights are still my favorite. Every time I feel that lucky stone in my pocket, I think of Sam.
I remember all the fish folk coming up on the beach for Aggie's Day when I was a lad. Seems less of a big deal these days. I guess they still celebrate it, but, well, it's a lot more sedate. Back then, oh, it was a huge event.
Okay, where are we gonna find that stone? Isn't that stone, like, on his stuff? Let's have a quick look around here. It has tool belts, that's it. Oh. Oh. Lockers, maybe? Padlock. Buddy. No, okay. Maybe in here? could have sworn that Coral was wearing the belt, though. Crooked equipment. That's a lot of mugs. Can't really... Open that. And the jacket maybe? Coral's coat. The fish folk who live dry side don't have formative experiences with clothes, so their fashion decisions tend to be a little unusual. Coral borrowed this coat from a scarecrow at the allotments and loves it. They think it makes them look dashing. Okay, let's have a cheek peek in the pockets. There it is! Carved polished stone. There used to be a larger one of these near the beach in the Outram Hill grounds, but it's in the oh my gosh, Shelmerston Museum now. Cool. So was Aggie sacrificed then? It might make sense, and then...
Oh, magic stones? I knew humans were superstitious, but I thought the fish folk would be a bit more savvy.
But Sparky said that it's 1,000 days you have to be dead before you can become guardian. So maybe Aggie was sacrificed, and then she took over the role of the custodian? Because I have learned about... oh shoot. No, I'm not going to say it because I don't want to be misquoting, but I have heard of civilizations sacrificing humans to appease to the gods, and it was like a it was an honor. It was an honor to be sacrificed for the gods to appease somebody, you know, that sort of thing. So I wonder if that's this kind of situation. Oh, we can go a little further. Not much further though. Okay, we have one more to find. Oh, there they are. I didn't even think about clicking the boat. Are they inside? Yeah. Right here. Gosh, that Sparky scared the crap out of me. Ooh, tea urn. Alright. Blythe Tonkin? The captain of the Queen of the Isles, Blythe has been making the trip back and forth to Shelmerston for a number of years now. When Sam was alive, he was their partner and misses them very much. Oh, that's so sad.
I first met Sam when I sailed the new ferry, the Queen of the Isles, into harbor. Of course, I'd heard of the fish folk, but I'd never met one. Sam was an amazing pilot. Knew the waters better than any boatman. It was strange, steering a course for someone actually in the water, but we never went wrong with Sam to guide us in. Next time I was in Shelmerston, we went for a drink at the Camel. I'm more into baths than beer, but Sam was intriguing, and the atmosphere in there was great. Like a warm nest. Great band, too. Awesome sousaphone player. I think we got on because we were both a little bit on the outside of things.
Oh my gosh, is that, Ogden? Is that Ogden there? It's gotta be.
Sam invited me over for toast and hot chocolate. Honestly, hot chocolate doesn't do it for me. But the toast, that multi-seed bread. Sam made the best toast. I told Sam that next to a good cuttlefish bone, that it was my favorite snack. I stayed over. In the morning, we went for a walk along the beach. And just as the sun was rising, I took them flying on my back. We went up and looked down over the islands. Sam wasn't scared at all. They said it was like swimming through the air.
Oh, that's so sweet.
It was on the next trip to Shelmerston. We just sighted land when Sam's head popped out of the water right beside my berth. and passed me a fresh cuttlefish bone, carved especially for me.
Oh no.
When we moved in together, it was the best day of my whole life. I put that cuttlefish bone on my bedside table within big reach. I still look at it every day, every single day.
Oh my god, this is so sad. This is so sad.
I just remembered that time Blythe and I did a duet at the karaoke. Oh, I can't believe I agreed to it. Must have had a few too many. I never knew how Sam and Blythe met.
Yeah, it's a very sweet story. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Okay. So definitely saw it in a bedroom. Might have to check in there. Clippers? Interesting. This is like the break room. Oh. No. No. My heart. Cuttlefish carving carved with love. Oh my gosh.
Oh, I used to love finding these on the beach.
Oh my gosh. This game is like, it's so beautiful, but it's like a punch in the gut every time you hear what, like some of the stories.
Sam, this is an easy scent profile. I'm coming, Sam.
Cause Sam smells fishy. Alright, let's get out of here. Alright. Let's go, Sparky! Oh, there's Sam. No. Alright, let's see how many we've got. All of them? Oh, nice. Wiggle, wiggle. Oh! Toast! Oh, it's funny because I just had some toast today too.
Ahoy there, Samfire.
Morris and Sparky! Oh, lovely to see you both. What can I do for you two?
Well, we wanted to ask you something. It's about Aggie.
She doesn't have long left now, does she? Poor thing.
No, not long at all. We were hoping you might replace her as custodian.
Oh, Morris. I spent years of my life as harbour master trying to keep people from meddling with nature. I don't feel any differently now. I'm appreciative of all Aggie has sacrificed for us, but the island spirit isn't evil. It just needs to erupt from time to time. And if it needs to now, let it, I say. Let nature do what it must. As the fish folk say, the tides will tell.
Yeah, Sam, I hear that. I really do.
No. No, Morris. We can't just give up.
Now, we'll talk about this in a bit, Sparky. Sam, it's always good to see you. Will you be around later?
I think I will. A volcanic eruption is a rare and beautiful thing. I think I'd like to see it.
Ugh. Oh.
Okay, we just need to talk to Aggie. She'll know what to do.
No, Sparky. I've been thinking about it, and I think Samfire's right. I think it's maybe time to let the town go.
No, Morris. It's not.
No, it's all right, Sparky girl. It's over. This isn't my town anymore. The only ones around here who remember me are ghosts.
That's not true.
No, it is. But that's all right. Truly it is. Everything for a season and all that. And I miss the people I knew. The people who've moved on. I want to see them again. I think I will take Pete No-Chop on his offer and head into the west with him. Shelmerston doesn't need Maurice Lupton any longer.
Maurice Lupton, you will not give up. You have been granted a precious responsibility and you will honor it.
Yikes.
Sparky?
I'm sorry about that. Remember when I told you I was mostly Sparky? I am, but mostly.
Then what else are you?
I am the rock that you stand on. The wood you people built this town from. The magma bubbling beneath your feet. I am Shelmerston.
What?
And right now, I want to erupt. But I have also made connections to the things that live here. Connections I want to keep alive. I need you, Morris.
Right.
Wow.
Well,
And I'm still your Sparky. And I need you, Morris. We all do.
oh, Sparky.
I know you feel forgotten. I know you want to move on. I do too, but I can't until I wrap up this last bit of unfinished business. Will you try one last avenue with me? If we still can't find a solution, then I'll be done. It'll all be done. And we can go into the West together. Please.
All right, Sparky. One last try. But who else is there to talk to?
Aggie.
Aggie? But where is she? I mean, she's everywhere, isn't she?
She is. But I can sniff her out. I just need some mementos.
But where would we find mementos from back then? Oh,
Museum.
of course.
Back to your museum, Morris.
Wow. Wow, this is getting so intense. Oh my gosh. Okay, but I'm gonna call it here for today, guys. If you like this episode, go ahead and hit the like button. If you have any comments, questions, or concerns, go ahead and leave them down below for me. And if you want to continue following this, it feels like it's almost over. You can go ahead and hit the subscribe button, and then you'll get notifications on when the next one and maybe the final one will come out. But until next time, guys, I'll see you later. Bye.